No Harvard, but I was a scholar. Hard knocks, and I learned to be smarter. Don't prefer to be bothered. You get if I order. That's word to my father. I will for my talk with no. Plus I duck undercover. Gotta stay on this mission. Got a vision that's endless. They told me don't be a menace. They gon' serve me a sentence. But now I'm up in the illest that did it. Get the cream look. Drop it in it. Give about opinions. I'm just minding my business. If I'm grinding, I'm shining. Don't got time for the gimmicks. Squad, I'm it. 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 Squad. Back to square one. It's hard to square up. Everybody got come. Mama cries, dead sons. Lord, please bless them. Back to the party. I'm just pouring my. Don't get face step before, so I live it up. When I come, better get them up. That's a floss track, better get them up. I'ma keep eating this a dinner rush. I'll let you finish up. Flockadamus, I can promise I'm being honest. This being modest. I am your highness. I am not him. I am the finest. You rappers, plus you a liar. Don't idolize and I don't admire. Been doing me for like ever. I'm a better me, more clever. It's a new way. We surfing, baby, new age. That's a certain, baby. Let's take a ride. Put your for the ones that die. It's vows tonight. Just you and I get lost tonight and lose your mind. Squad, I'm it. 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 Squad. Oh my God, fire! Squad, I'm it.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Breeze's Saints going up against Roethlisberger's Steelers. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. A few moments ago, the Steeler offensive started in a frenzy as they get set to square off with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Hi again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And you know, Charles, as Larry pointed out in the open, got a couple of great quarterbacks set to square off here this afternoon. That ball's probably going to be flying all over the place, isn't it?
Oh, without a doubt. And the game has never been more quarterback-centric than it is now. And both of these teams have top-flight signal callers.
Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from Heinz Field. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers.
Here we go. Easy.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A Steeler first down, Roethlisberger to Bryant.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And Bryant's got it over the middle. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. On 2nd down, it's Bell. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Bryant. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to
needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation, it doesn't.
First half.
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a 3-man booth starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions.
On first down, Breeze. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make this a 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Cameron Hayward in there to sack him for a loss of 6. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete.
I I'd say that qualifies as a pretty darn good opening series. Get them into 3rd and long, get them out of their comfort zone, and guess what? Get your crowd into it early, too.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell, and he'll be taken down at the 18. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
2nd down to the offense, needing 5 yards.
2. All right, here we go. Like 80.
They'll go again with Bell. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
And if they want to keep this drive alive, they'll need 8 yards here on 3rd down. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And a big hit. Knocked down sideways. It's a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Meanwhile, we will not get another play as time will run out on this 1st quarter. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll need to get the play off quickly. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Burger under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And, Charles, they just handed them a gift. Going for it there, that spot of the field inside the 24.
Yeah, sometimes you think you've got plenty of time in a game, so you take a little bit of a crazy risk. This goes in the category of a crazy.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Coming into the year, Breeze, 465 touchdown passes. Add another one to the total.
You know, it's funny. I just talked with his college head coach, and he told me that when Drew was a sophomore at Purdue, they weren't sure he was truly the starter, even though he started the opening game. And he made a play early in that one where the coach got on the headset and told the rest of the staff, well, fellas, we found our quarterback. Now we got to make sure we find the rest of our team.
Breeze hasn't looked back since. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And now running right through it. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be resigned, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about run?
This is caught inside the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, 72 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Breeze to throw on second down. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. They find some open, and I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
To throw, it's Breeze. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it, and it looks like Steeler football. It is.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Well, before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Saints? Rookie of the Year, offense and defense. Alvin Kamara on offense, Marshawn Lattimore on defense.
Keep it on the ground with Bell. And some room to roam now. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now a first down carry by Bell. Again he finds an opening. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell from 17 yards out. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Well, they ran the toss, trusting he had the speed to get to the edge, and he did.
And there really wasn't any doubt about that because the scouting report told you this guy could flat out run. When you give him a little bit of space and a chance to get there, he usually does.
Extra point now by Boswell. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Mark Ingram now gears up to help lead this offense back out there. And a lot of times you talk about establishing the ground game. Probably something they need to do more of here losing in the second quarter.
When you're riding your best horse, you've got to lather him up. The best running backs I've ever talked to, they've all said the exact same thing to me. I'll even break a good sweat until I get to 20 carries.
You're full of good wisdom. Let's see if they can get him into the game more now. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Throwing now is Breeze. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Cameron Hayward in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Here's Breeze to throw. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down. They're running. Ingram. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 6 yards on the pickup. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. We're just 2 minutes away from sending you to Orlando for Larry Ridley in our EA Sports Halftime Report, so don't forget about that coming up shortly.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a halftime without him, and we thank him for doing the highlights. Let's go get a snack.
Now Breeze. Dancing to... Now Breeze lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Boswell for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back to the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles, the backup quarterback turned MVP, 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. As you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game, not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. He is going to find Hill here. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Give him 16 yards on the play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot. And it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often. Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. Looking again for Thomas. This time complete. And he's brought down. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Breeze now on first down. Seconds now. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze. He uncorks it for Snead. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
All right, I need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Breeze to throw again. Going up top. The 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner. Joe Hayden with it.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. So Larry apparently giving us the silent treatment all of a sudden, and we're going to skip ahead to quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On second down, here's Breeze. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Breeze now on first down. On target over the middle to Hill. And he's brought down. 16 yards there. 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down. This New Orleans team definitely a second-half club a year ago. In fact, they had the best second-half differential in the NFL, plus 64.
Well, I think head coach Sean Payton does a terrific job of crystallizing in the half, reducing, and then going ahead and being very specific in their attack in the second.
On first and 10, here's Breeze. It's brought in right side by Ginn. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints, if they convert the extra point, they'll have the lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
I just grab a nugget when I can.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2nd down following the run. Here's Roethlisberger. And his throw here's incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And it's 3rd and short.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. Third and 2. Now Roethlisberger. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Now Breeze. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll make it 3rd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, look, credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
Flushed out right. He dumps it down to Ingram. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Breeze will try again on second down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. From the gun, it's Breeze. And this is going to be incomplete.
Like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. Room here to run. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Again, it's Bell. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Play clock winding down. Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And no gain. He gets it to Brown, complete. Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers at first.
I know everyone wants that prototypical wide receiver, you know, the 6'3", 200-plus pound guy, like a Julio Jones and A.J. Green and Dez Bryant. Antonio Brown just shatters that, doesn't he? Smaller in stature, but still able to use his quickness, his elusiveness, and his strength to create big plays.
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. first carry for James Conner. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. And the Steelers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that'll bring him back within a point. All right, so this one's now back within a field goal. And if anybody tells you they see how this one's going to end, I'd have to say they're probably lying, Charles.
And this game's had more twists and turns than a good mystery novel. And I have a feeling we've got a few more twists and turns in store for us before they shake hands here.
This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On first down, Breeze. It's Hill, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Throwing on first down is Breeze. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Breeze to throw on second down. Flush to his right, and he's got room. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Here's Breeze. And he's got it over the middle. Flainer. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Now Breeze throwing on second down. And that is incomplete. Thomas the intended target. And it's 3rd and 5.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Breeze now. He is going to find Hill here. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. Now 3rd down and goal from, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Mark Ingram taking it in from a yard out. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's Mark Ingram who caps it off with a touchdown run. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll pitch it out to Bell. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. They'll go for it with Bell. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Well, they knew who to turn to on 4th down. Their horse, they needed the short yardage. He just couldn't get it.
And that's the surprise, because normally that's bread and butter for them, right? Hand it to the big guy, let him go, pick up the first down. Didn't get it there. All credit to the defense. Usually, even if they...
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I'm surprised with the lead in a one-score game this late. They're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they absolutely had to have to give themselves a chance to be in this game.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
They have one big call left. Here we go. But they certainly aren't afraid to dial up the long ball, and fans dig the long ball. And they absolutely needed it. And guess what? They got it. How about that?
And now a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up. The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A crushing blow there as they cannot tie the game. Now the focus shifts to can they get the onside kick and have a miracle happen.
And they have to have that miracle play that they've been working on, that they've designed. You don't really just draw one up now. You've had different onside kicks. Do they have that one weak point in the defense that they can exploit because they have to have the ball back?
So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. I think they got it. Yes, the Steelers have it. A field goal will do it for them. They got the onside kick that they needed here. We'll see if they can do the rest.
Some teams are just not comfortable waiting to see what happens. Some teams like to force the action. That's exactly what we saw with this onside kick.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is caught at the 20. They give him a gain of 38. And the Saints signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. He's back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Ten yards still left on second down.
Single. Q26. Blue 30. You.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And he's got it. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Antonio Brown with 5 seconds left. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that's a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And what could he possibly be thinking? He just took the fair catch at the 1-yard line. Major mistake. And tough starting field position here. One final try here for Breeze. Buying time to his left. Now Breeze lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And that will write a finish to this ball game. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not.